Moving up for the first trial. This is over the 1720 metres for the 2-year-olds. 5 runners, they're getting ready. Clive on the park on the inside with Rita Burnett. And they're just about right. Away they go. Getting out swiftly is the Jet Player from the widest draw, and it led pretty comfortably. Galloping just after the start, Casino Tommy. It was going to lob second and behind the leader, but jumped out of its gear. So there's a big gap between first and second now. It's about 20 metres. Clive on the park second, 10 metres away in third spot is Marnien. Now Hunien broke up as well, and Casino Tommy got back into a pace and goes past Hunien. So they're well strung out here, these babies, as they make their way around the top bend. And the leader is the Jet Player. It had no trouble getting across the face of the field, and it opened up a pretty handy lead, which is now about 12 metres on Clive on the park. 10 metres away third is Marnien, and then about 40 metres back to Casino Tommy, and Hunien is about 10 metres behind it. So margin first to fifth is about 70 or 80 metres with a lap to go, and the leader is the Jet Player. The Jet Player by 10 metres on Clive on the park. Then in third spot is Marnien, and that trio are out by about 40 metres then to the fourth place Casino Tommy, which galloped just after the start, as did Hunien, which is 5 metres behind Casino Tommy. They go past the 800 metres, heading into the back, and the Jet Player on top, and leads 5 metres now to Clive on the park, who's had to do a bit of chasing to get up onto the back of it, and likewise Marnien third, and no difference in the margin between third and fourth. It's still in excess of 50 metres as Hunien moves alongside Casino Tommy. No times available, and the Jet Player let down off the back straight and just immediately put a gap on Clive on the park. He was allowed to let slide, and in 50 metres he put 20 metres on the second horse, and heading off the back straight, that margin is extending significantly. Around the turn, the Jet Player, maybe he should just be known as the Jet. He's 30 metres in front around the final turn. In second spot is Clive on the park, and then came Marnien. At this rate, he might lap something, the Jet Player. He's out by 40. They better stop it now. I think this is cruel for the others. The Jet Player is going to win by 50, maybe 60. The Jet Player first. Well, it's got to be 60 metres. Second, Clive on the park. Third in was Marnien. A gap then to Casino Tommy, and then Hunien, who looked like it was going to get into fourth off the back straight, but has dropped back to fifth. No times available, but you'd be surprised if they weren't decent. The Jet Player, trained by Darren Cole, driven by Tim McLean. Given a good hit out, but obviously impressive without really knowing a lot on the opposition. But Clive on the park second. But if you look at the margin from the 500, it was probably 5 metres. And at the finish, it's probably 60. That's quite extraordinary. That's more than 5 seconds he would have put on the rest of the field. 5, the Jet Player, the winner. From 1, Clive on the park, and 2, Marnien. So it'll be 5, 1, 2. Fourth will go to 3, Casino Tommy, and fifth in was 4, Hunien. But a very impressive start to the day. The Jet Player, Darren Cole, Tim McLean. 5, 1, 2, 3, fifth in 4.